Well, hello again, friends and neighbors from around the world. Sid Hi here again. And today we're going to compare Rastafarianism with the Commonalities. So you would think the Church of High Thoughts would, of course, have to include this one. So, yes, but not for the reasons you think. I mean, it is a legitimate religion and it does follow the commonalities. So let's just jump right into it and talk about some of the positive aspects. I know where you're going with that. uh, the positive aspects of it, and then how it relates to the commonalities. So this jumps right into this here, if I can. So Rastafarianism roughly started in the 1930s. Cultural identity and pride. Rastafaria places a strong emphasis on African heritage and identity. It promotes pride in African roots and encourages followers to reconnect with their ancestral culture and history. Community and solidarity. The movement fosters a strong sense of community and solidarity among its adherents. It emphasizes unity, mutual support, and collective responsibility. Spiritual connection. Rastafaria provides a deep spiritual framework that centers on the worship of Jah, God. It encourages a personal and direct relationship through the divine, often experienced through rituals, music, and meditation. Natural living. Many Rastafaria embrace a lifestyle that is in harmony with nature. This includes natural and organic food choices, often referred to as atal living, which promotes health and well-being. I apologize for mispronouncing anything in these two. But I have to keep going. Here's a good one. Peace and love. The principles of peace and love and respect are central to Rastafaria teachings. These values guide followers in their interactions with others and their approach to life. Music and art. Rastafaria has had a profound influence on music and art, especially through reggae music and artists like Bob Marley. The movement's messages of resistance, freedom, and spirituality are often expressed through artistic forms. Social justice and equality. Rastafaria advocates for social justice, equality, and the rights of marginalized people. It has a strong anti-colonial and anti-oppression stance promoting the upliftment of disadvantaged communities. Resilience and perseverance. Rastafaria has shown resilience in the face of adversity. Despite being marginalized and misunderstood, the movement has maintained its cultural and spiritual integrity. All right, the commonalities. Love and compassion. Rastafarian beliefs emphasize love and compassion as essential principles for living a righteous and harmonious life. Here are some key aspects. One love, one heart. This famous Rastafarian saying emphasizes unity, peace, and the importance of loving one another. It reflects the belief that despite our differences, we are all connected by God's love. Natural living. Rastafarians practice natural living, which includes a diet that is pure and free of artificial additives. This lifestyle promotes respect for all living things and the environment, fostering a sense of compassion and care for the earth. Wow, that's an important one to me. Peaceful living. Promoting peace and avoiding conflict is a fundamental aspect. The belief is that love and compassion can lead to a more harmonious and peaceful world. I'd say there's evidence to back that up. Connection to nature. Rastafarians believe in living in harmony with nature. This extends to showing love and compassion towards all living beings, not just humans. Again, all key on that one. Yeah. Ultimately, Rastafarianism teaches that love and compassion are essential for creating a just and equitable world. The movement's messages of unity, peace, and love resonate deeply with its followers. All right, helping the poor. Rastafarianism emphasizes compassion, community, and justice, which naturally extend to helping the poor and oppressed. Here are some key perspectives. Defending the oppressed. Rastafarian teachings often focus on standing up for the marginalized and oppressed, reflecting a commitment to social justice and equality. Community and sharing. The Rastafarian way of life values communal living and mutual support. Helping those in need is seen as a natural part of fostering unity and harmony within the community. Respect for dignity. Rastafarians emphasize treating all individuals with respect and dignity, regardless of their circumstances. This includes offering help in ways that uplift and empower. Spiritual responsibility. Helping the poor aligns with the Rastafarian belief in living a righteous and spiritual life, guided by love and positive vibrations. Channeling the Beach Boys a little there. I guess they were before them. Maybe it was the other way around, huh? Rastafarianism encourages a holistic approach to life where helping others is an expression of interconnectedness and divine purpose. All right, next up, forgiveness. Rastafarianism, as a spiritual movement, emphasizes principles like love, unity, and living in harmony with others. While it doesn't have a centralized doctrine or well-detailed teachings on forgiveness, the concept aligns with its broader values of compassion and reconciliation. Forgiveness in Rastafarianism is often seen as a personal and spiritual act, reflecting the importance of maintaining peace within oneself and the community. Rastafarians draw inspiration from the Bible, which they interpret in their unique way. Biblical teachings about forgiveness, such as "Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us," resonates with their belief in living righteously and striving for spiritual growth. All right, promoting peace and reconciliation. Rastafarianism emphasizes peace and reconciliation as integral to its philosophy, often expressed through principles like love, unity, and harmony. Here are some key ideas. One love philosophy. Popularized by Rastafarian reggae artists like Bob Marley, the concept of one love reflects the belief in universal love and unity among all people. This idea promotes reconciliation by encouraging individuals to see themselves as part of a shared humanity. Harmony with nature and others. Rastafarian teachings stress living in harmony with both environmental and fellow human beings. This holistic approach to life fosters peace and mutual respect. Biblical inspiration. Rastafarians draw heavily from the Bible, interpreting its teachings to emphasize justice, forgiveness, and peace. For example, they often reference verses that call for love and reconciliation among people. Spiritual practices. Weekly gatherings, known as reasoning sessions, provide a space for Rastafarians to discuss spiritual matters, resolve conflicts, and strengthen community bonds. These sessions often include music, prayer, and meditation, which helps promote inner and communal peace. Rastafarianism's emphasis on love, unity, and spiritual growth makes peace and reconciliation central to its worldview. Humility and service to others. Rastafarianism emphasizes humility and service to others as part of its broader principles of love, unity, and living in harmony with the divine and humanity, Here are some key ideas. Humility through connection to Jah. Rastafarians believe in living a life of humility by recognizing their dependence on God and rejecting materialism and pride. This humility is reflected in their simple lifestyle and focus on spiritual growth. Service to the community. The Rastafarian movement values community and mutual support. Acts of service, such as helping others and promoting social justice, are seen as ways to strengthen bonds and uplift the community. Unity and love. The philosophy of one love, popularized by the Rastafarian reggae artists like Bob Marley, underscores the importance of treating others with respect and compassion. Serving others is viewed as an expression of this universal love. Reasoning sessions. I like this one. Weekly gatherings, known as reasoning sessions, provide a space for Rastafarians to discuss spiritual matters, resolve conflicts, and support one another. These sessions often foster humility and a spirit of service within the community. But they foster some lively discussions too. Rastafarianism's emphasis on humility and service aligns with its vision of creating a harmonious and just world. All right, next up, mercy. Rastafarianism emphasizes mercy as part of its broader principles of love, compassion, and unity, which are central to its spiritual and ethical teachings. Here are some key perspectives. Mercy as compassion. Rastafarians believe in showing compassion and kindness to others, reflecting the divine love of Jah, God. Mercy is seen as a way to foster harmony and uplift the community. Forgiveness and reconciliation. Mercy is often expressed through forgiveness, as Rastafarian teachings encourage individuals to resolve conflicts and promote peace within their relationships and communities. Okay. Here we are again. One love philosophy. The concept of one love, popularized by the Rastafarian reggae artists like Bob Marley, underscores the importance of mercy by advocating for unity and understanding among all people. Respect for life. Rastafarians emphasize living in harmony with others and the natural world, which includes showing mercy and avoiding harm to all living beings. Mercy and Rastafarianism is deeply tied to its vision of creating a just and compassionate world. All right, next up, justice and fairness. Rastafarianism, rooted in Afrocentric spirituality and social principles, emphasizes justice and fairness as central tenets of its beliefs. These concepts are deeply tied to ideas of liberation, equality, and the fight against oppression. Here are some key aspects of justice and fairness in Rastafarian thought. Social justice. Rastafarianism emerged as a response to the historic injustices of colonialism, slavery, and the systemic racism. Justice is seen as the righting of these wrongs and the pursuit of equality for oppressed peoples worldwide. Divine justice. Rastafarians believe that ultimate justice comes from Jah, God. Jah is seen as the ultimate arbiter of right and wrong, ensuring that justice prevails even if human systems fall short. Equality and unity. Fairness is emphasized through the belief in the intrinsic equality of all people as children of Jah. Rastafarians' teachings often highlight the importance of unity and collective upliftment, striving to build a more just society. Reparations and restoration. A key aspect of justice in Rastafarianism is the idea of reparations both a physical return to Africa and a spiritual restoration of dignity and heritage. This symbolizes justice for the diaspora and a reclaiming of identity. I apologize for that word. I'll have to work on that one. Respect and fair treatment. In daily life, fairness is expressed through respect for others, harmonious living, and a commitment to truth and integrity. Rastafarianism's focus on justice and fairness reflects its roots in resistance to oppression and its vision for a better, more equitable world. Next up, respect and kindness. Rastafarianism, a spiritual and cultural movement that emerged in Jamaica in the 1930s, emphasizes respect and kindness as core principles, deeply rooted in its worldview of peace, harmony, and love for all creation. These values reflect the movement's spiritual connection to Jah, God, and its commitment to living a righteous life. Here are some key ideas related to respect and kindness in Rastafarianism. Love and unity. Rastafarian teachings emphasize the importance of showing love and respect to all people, as they are seen as part of the divine creation. This principle of love, expressed in the phrase one love, popularized by Bob Marley, which promotes unity and mutual care. Respect for life. Rastafarians view life as sacred and encourage nonviolence and compassion toward all living beings. This is reflected in their commitment to natural living, including etal, I hope I am saying that one correct, diet that avoids harm to life and the environment. Community and brotherhood. The Rastafarian community emphasizes solidarity and kindness among its members, fostering a sense of collective support and a shared responsibility. Respect for African heritage. Rastafarianism teaches respect for one's culture and ancestral roots, advocating for dignity and pride in African heritage as part of a broader commitment to justice and equality. Through these values, respect and kindness are seen not only as moral virtues, but as expressions of a deeper connection to Jah and the natural world. This philosophy encourages harmony within oneself, with others, and with the universe. All right, gratitude. Gratitude in Rastafarianism is deeply tied to its spiritual worldview, which emphasizes respect, love, and harmony with life and creation. Here's how Rastafarian teachings approach gratitude. Praise and thanks to Jah. Rastafarians express gratitude to Jah for life, blessings, and the strength to face challenges. This thankfulness is often shown through prayer, music, and the chanting of psalms. Connection to nature. Rastafarianism values the natural world as a manifestation of Jah's creation. Gratitude is expressed by living in harmony with nature, eating natural foods, and respecting the earth. Celebration through music and community. Music, especially reggae, is a form of spiritual expression and gratitude in Rastafarian culture. Gathering in communities to sing, drum, and celebrate life reflects a collective thankfulness. Living in peace and respect. Gratitude is also demonstrated in the way Rastafarians strive to live peacefully, showing respect to others and embracing humility. Overcoming struggles. Rastafarians often view life's challenges as opportunities to grow spiritually, maintaining an attitude of gratitude for resilience and guidance from Jah. In Rastafarianism, gratitude is seen as integral to spiritual well-being and maintaining a positive relationship with Jah and all creation. Its expression is vibrant and deeply embedded in everyday life and practices. Next up, charity and generosity. In Rastafarianism, charity and generosity are integral to its spiritual and communal values, reflecting love, respect, and harmony with humanity and creation. While the philosophy emphasizes self-reliance and justice, it also encourages giving and sharing within the community. Here's how these virtues are understood. Love and compassion. Rastafarian teachings often highlight the importance of showing love and compassion for others, inspired by the biblical principles of caring for one's neighbor. Generosity is seen as a reflection of divine love and unity. Community support. Charity within Rastafarianism often takes the form of mutual aid and support among members of the community. Sharing resources, food, and knowledge is a way to uplift and strengthen one another. Spiritual giving. Giving is considered an act of gratitude to Jah and a way to honor the interconnectedness of all life. Helping others aligns with the belief in living a righteous and harmonious life. Respect for dignity. Charity and generosity are practiced with respect for the recipient's dignity, emphasizing empowerment rather than dependency. Inspirational figures. Rastafarianism looks to leaders like Emperor Haile Selassie I, who embodied principles of justice, generosity, and care for humanity as models for living a charitable and generous life. In essence, Rastafarianism sees charity and generosity as ways to embody love, uplift the community, and honor the divine spirit within everyone. All right, truthfulness. In Rastafarianism, truthfulness is closely connected to living righteously, being authentic, and adhering to the principles of levity, a natural and spiritual way of life. Here's how truthfulness is understood in Rastafarian teachings. Living in truth. Truthfulness in Rastafarianism is about aligning one's life with divine principles such as love, justice, and respect for creation. It reflects a commitment to honesty in words and actions and intentions. Respect for authenticity. Rastafarians emphasize being true to oneself and living authentically. This includes rejecting falsehoods, hypocrisy, and societal influences that are seen as contrary to the truth of Jah, God. Spiritual integrity. Truthfulness is viewed as a path to spiritual growth. Speaking and living truthfully are seen as ways to remain connected to Jah and uphold moral and spiritual integrity. Speaking righteous words. Rastafarian teachings emphasize the power of the spoken word sound power. Words are seen as sacred, so truthfulness in speech is highly valued. I like that one. Rejection of deception. Lying or deceit is viewed as harmful both spiritually and socially. Truthfulness fosters trust and unity within the Rastafarian community and beyond. Truth and liberation. Rastafarians often associate truth with freedom and liberation, both spiritually and in resisting oppression. Living truthfully is considered an act of resistance against systems of falsehood and injustice. In Rastafarianism, truthfulness is not just a virtue, but a way of life that reflects authenticity, respect, and a connection to the divine. All right. Wow. Again, going through all of these, I learn a lot every time I do it. Things that I thought I knew, I learned something new anyway. So, well, this wraps up my series of the 12 different religions and how they relate to the commonalities. And so now it's time to jump into the beefy stuff. And so I'm hoping to start doing those once a week, and we'll see, probably some other interjected in between it, because there's a lot going on right now, and I don't know if this is going to do any good, or if this is just for my own self-therapy, if you will, by recording these and watching them over, and thinking of the possibilities if we could get all religions to reflect on each other's commonalities and start trying to bring some unity and harmony and love to the world. I mean, there's just a whole lot of just excellent teachings and community kind of ideas that I've gotten from reviewing all of these religions. It's and that's I would really like for other people to experience that too. And I, I I guess for me, I don't think anybody's done it quite the way that I'm trying to do it. Maybe that's because it's uh, not a good one. Who knows? Or I don't know. Again, I'm just hoping these videos help some, and we'll see what comes of them. And I appreciate you listening to my rambling. Seems kind of appropriate at the end of these, I guess. But anyway, thanks again. Like, subscribe if you can. Be good to one another. Yes, I should have done Bill and Ted. Maybe I'll think about that for another video. Well, on that, I guess I will end off this video. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you all are doing great.